Welcome back to another CityStates development update video. Over the previous month, we've been revealing a lot of new content and improvements through our Advent Calendar event, and for the next while, these videos will expand a lot on the features we saw there. To start with, we'll be taking a look at the global map function in CSM, and talking about what you as a player can do here. So let's hop right in and take a look. The first thing you may notice is that there have already been some visual and polish improvements since the reveals on Twitter. There's still a couple of further improvements to come, such as rivers and of course more icon variety for missions. The global map is currently unlockable at Castle Level 5 through the research tree. If you're not aware, this is fairly early on in the game, and it's something you're going to want to be using frequently. Much like the name suggests, the global map is a map containing the locations of all other CSM players, as well as many treasures for players to loot. To start with, however, the player will only have the immediate surrounding areas shown to them, and will need to reveal more distant lands. This brings us onto our first global map mechanic, Scouting. Scouting is another feature that can of course be unlocked on the research tree once available. A player can start revealing nearby territories and get an idea of their immediate competitors, or maybe, if you play your cards right, potential allies. Players can also use the research tree to unlock more benefits for scouting as they progress, such as additional scouts and increased speed. So even though further distances will take much more time to cover, a player deeper into their game run can partially offset this difference if it's something they enjoy and want to use more. Unlocking the map provides more than just knowledge, however. While scouting, you may be fortunate enough to discover retrievable resources you can scavenge for your city through map missions. But beware, you will be competing against other players to retrieve these. These missions can be spawned randomly at any given time, so make sure to check the map while playing. It's also worth noting that these have been designed to allow multiple people to hit them before their resources are depleted, but a player, particularly early, who invests in their military will be able to loot these far more frequently. As you have seen, they require squads to retrieve the resources. You may also discover bandit camps, which are similar to what we previously looked at. However, these are guarded by hostile squads that won't hesitate to kill you. Here, you will want to keep troop counters in mind to ensure you win. The combat for these is resolved automatically, and although the risk is much higher as you may lose troops, the potential reward is also much greater. Who knows what those bandits have managed to pillage. And finally, for the moment at least, players can also raid each other. Everyone can set up a city garrison to defend against any other player attacks. These squads will stay stationed here until manually removed or defeated. It's a good idea to try to have a healthy balance of different troop types in here to successfully defend against multiple attack types. You can also use your squads to raid other players. Victory means plundering resources from the defending player, and can be extremely profitable if successful. Do this, however, at your own risk. You may not want to turn everyone against you after all, and although this mechanic isn't directly tied to clans, it's worth noting that this is definitely something an organised clan can and should take advantage of. And that concludes our global map development update video. We're all really pleased with how this turned out, as it adds more for players to do during their time spent in CityStates, and we hope that you all enjoyed this showcase. As always, we welcome any feedback, and if you haven't already, join us on Discord. All of our social links are in the description below. Thank you as always for supporting CityStates. We're looking forward to revealing more new mechanics in detail going forward. Take care.